And we're back. Winners match time. It's ZVP between Eon Zerg and Lancer X on Neo Aztec.
Yep, and whereas I would usually say Lancer X is probably going to lose, it's TLS. So I'm going to say that Lancer X is actually going to win. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I am going to back Lancer X in this game.
Alright, I'm taking Eon Zerg. Easy money. Easy money.
Have your money ready, because this is mine. Lancer X, I believe in you. I believe in you.
See, here's the thing, Elegant. See, for me, if you pick Zerg, it's a win-win. Because if he wins, then I'm right. And if he loses, then a Protoss won. So it's still awesome.
Can't go wrong for you, can it?
Yeah.
Being outwitted again. This is bad. But
well, shall we see what happens then, Elegant?
We may as well. We may as well just go straight for it.
Let's go. Here we go. At the bottom right is the blue Protoss. We have Lancer X. And at the bottom left is the red Zerg. We have Ifu Eon Zerg. Good luck, Bratishka. Don't know what that means. Jinx.
Yeah. Oh, did you say it at the same time?
Yep.
We were so in sync I didn't even hear you. And now I'm talking even though you jinxed me. This is going wrong.
You're doing it wrong, Elegant. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
What? Don't tell me Eon Zerg speaks Russian now. He does hang out on Father.ru a lot.
I don't know how people hang out there who don't speak Russian, because it's all in Russian. I don't quite understand how it works. Like, draw is always there as far as I can tell.
Hey man, Brudor is a universal language.
Yeah, in as much as you can say Zergling to anyone and they'll understand what you mean, but you can't say the Zergling wins and they understand what you mean. You can just get Zergling.
Hey man, Zergling is all you need.
That's sometimes true.
Yeah.
And who better to demonstrate that than Eon Zerg? Although he's generally not such a cheesy dude. Yeah, especially against Protoss, sometimes Zergling is all you need indeed. And famously, in my one game as Zerg, I did manage to beat an A- Terran player with Masslings as well in my finest hour.
Ah, elegant.
So Ling's pretty good.
See, it's not even like when I win against decent players with 12 necks. See, at least that's like semi-legit.
Yeah, you have to practice that. Whereas I found myself in this game, and I literally accidentally selected random. And that was the build order that I chose out of my hat.
Your hat of Zerg build orders?
My hat of the one Zerg build order I know that I hate. And, you know, who's arguing with it, to be honest? But we are going to see a little bit of 12 hatching action from Mr. Eon Zerg. Not going for any kind of crazy Link stuff. So he's going to need a few more Russian words than Zergling good in this game, but maybe not so many more because he can just make mutas. I think that's also pretty universal. But we do have a Nexus going down from Mr. Lancer X, so he's calling this quite well, not making any kind of unnecessary forge malarkey, not messing around with anything like that. He's just going to go straight where the money is and then build up his infrastructure later, his defense later rather.
Let's see if he goes Gateway first as well. He should go Gateway Forge Cannon.
Yeah, he should.
12 hatch. It's lucky that he's got it first and is also doing the optimal build against it now. So he's in a pretty happy place, and you know what? Against Eon Zerg as a Protoss, you need all the help you can get.
Exactly. And against Eon Zerg as Lancer X, you need maybe a bit more than that.
Yeah,
but
probably a
he's
lot
going
more.
to do his damnedest. Is that a good wall?
Nope.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yep.
I thought it was bad when I saw it, but I just wanted to make sure with you missed sale.
I have never seen a forge in that place on
That's
this map
ridiculous.
ever in my
That's
life.
ridiculous.
What the hell?
That is the weirdest forge place.
Wait a minute. Okay, well, see, I'm saying it's bad on the basis that it's not tied on the left side, but I have no justification for that because I'm not sure.
It might be. It might be.
That's the thing, right? It looks like a gigantic gap, but Brudor doesn't make any sense. So for all I know, that could be a legit Zergling tie wall, except in the middle.
Maybe. But the great thing about those walls is as well, the Zerg player comes along with his 6 Zerglings and he thinks, there's a massive gap there, fool on you, Mr. Protoss. And then he kind of wobbles around with his Lings and he clicks them through and he clicks them through, and then all the Lings just end up running around in front of this apparent massive gap, which is actually a complete walling. So that kind of thing can actually be really good.
Yeah. We've
Playing
even
like-
got divided opinions in the chat. See, Dr. Shrinker thinks that's tight, and Bakuryu
Bakuryu
doesn't.
thinks not.
But you see, Bakuryu's not a Protoss player, so you know, I trust Baku, but you never know. You never know.
But Bakuryu did qualify it by saying, in my opinion, it's not tight. Usually he just states his opinion, doesn't bother saying it's an opinion because he knows he's right. But in this instance, he has left room for error there.
Yeah,
So,
it's because nobody knows whether that's tight.
and we may never know because Eon Zerg isn't making any Zerglings.
Look, somebody message Eon Zerg and tell him to do a Ling Run By.
In the past.
Yeah.
Someone with a time machine, message Eon Zerg. Because let's be honest, if you've got a time machine, do not disturb doesn't matter to you, does it? You can do whatever you want.
It's true. It's true. D&D don't work.
When you got a time machine. Yeah. But
That's also that, and you know, if I had a time machine, that would totally be the first thing I would do. You know, I wouldn't try and go to any epic historical event. I would make sure to go back to important Brood War events.
yeah,
And tell people to do the right thing.
yeah, exactly. Which could explain like all the games Charwrench has ever won. So there you go. That's direct evidence for Sale being a time traveler.
Oh man, complete random PM to Challenge. What the hell? Challenge only won games because a time traveler told him what
Because
builds to
it's time
do.
traveling Sale.
Oh man, that is so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably true though.
All the time Frozian beat Horangi.
Frosian,
He was the worst
aka
player
Cute
ever.
Angel. Oh, he's trying to run it, but there's a zealot there.
It's definitely
Wait,
not tight.
there's
Is
a
it?
zealot in the middle.
Terrible. It's not even a bit tight. What was Lancer thinking when he placed that forward? That's really, really weird. Very
Well, as
strange.
long as he doesn't kill his +1 before it finishes, I'll be okay.
Yeah, he just starts attacking it with the cannon now. He's like, there's not enough room for my Nexus to walk out of my wall right here, so I'm gonna have to take it down. Bless him. So yeah, Lancer X, he's gonna survive despite it, and it looks like he was pretty keen on making all those zealots anyway, because he is now making another gateway. He's making a citadel as well, so he doesn't mind making all those zealots because he was gonna need to make zealots anyway, so he can plug the wall in perfectly happily. And it's going to have no negative consequences. Eon Zerg in no position to take advantage of it, so that's all fine and dandy. That forge is noticeably incredibly snipeable, though, if he were going for some kind of Hydra activity. He's not, so it's all right. We have a couple of Scourge chasing a Corsair back across the map now, but that Corsair is going to make it home and dry just fine.
Yeah, he got one overload killed as well, and now he's going to retreat and keep his Corsair alive because he is getting +1. He should be continuing Corsair production. Looks like he's just temporarily lacking in minerals. This is going to be interesting because, of course, Eonzer got a really quick 4th base, and I'm curious how Lancer X is going to punish this. Maybe some kind of DT drop in combination with the Corsairs. Of course, he's not quite up there yet in the tech, but, you know, eventually might want to try something like that. The main is easily droppable by DTs. Really needs to think of doing something because otherwise, just the Corsairs running around I don't think is enough to make up for this really fast 4th base.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of.
It's alright. It's alright. The weird force replacement has just messed with your head. Just can't think of anything
It
anymore.
really did terribly mess with my head. I think that Eon Zerg is going to be all right at his 3rd base. He should be able to defend fairly well, and Lancer X probably going to have to just take a 3rd with any kind of zealot pressure that he comes out with. I really can't see him busting any of these defenses. That looks really solid. Look at that. We've got 2 Sunkerns, nice Hydra stem placement at the natural. We've got 3 Sunkerns at 3rd. Yeah, there's no way this is happening for Lancer. I hope he takes the hint. Too often we see Protoss just kind of break their zealots on the front door of the Zerg and get absolutely nowhere. So hopefully Lancer X takes the hint and backs off.
Indeed, I agree with you. But where would Lancer X expand himself? You know, because the normal response then, if you're not going to try and bust someone who's being greedy like Eonzer, is just get a fast 3rd yourself. But there's no good fast 3rd here. You either get a mineral only, which is still a little bit open, or you get this inside base, which is gas base, but it's really open. There's a slightly
Seriously
farther
open.
away gas base
Yeah.
that it doesn't now wrap. Hold that thought, the Corsairs are engaging!
Oh.
He should fight though! Why is he not
Why
fighting?
isn't
He
he?
killed all the
I think-
Scourges and then he ran away!
I think he's afraid of more Scourge coming in, and that's exactly what. But he can turn and fight. Why isn't he turning and fighting?
Shoot
He
them!
can kill his Scourge. This
Kill
is
them all!
a free grab for Lancer X. He doesn't want to kill Scourge. He doesn't want to kill Mutas. He just wants to go home. But this is a mistake. He could have done so much damage right there. I don't know if he even knows it.
You Corsairs are disgraceful! You should seppuku right now. Oh my god. You call yourselves Protoss. Ah.
Damn, Sail getting angry with the Corsairs. You would
Freaking
not want Sail
Corsairs,
for your
man.
general.
Hey man, Protoss supposed to be manly. What was that? What was that?
Yeah, it's true. We have a couple of DTs doing their wandering action out on the map, looking menacing, but they're probably not going to be able to get to far. We've got some seriously full-on Sim Cities right here for Eon Zerg, and he's going to be able to stay pretty safe and dry behind those walls. We have a lot of Scourge coming in, more or less into Lancer X natural. The Corsairs are all out and about, and those mutas could cause a serious ruckus in the natural expansion, but instead deciding to pull back. They're not too interested in doing any kind of activity today. Those Zealots are going to be...
oh, he's going to kill all the Overlords at the top right and run the DTs in. This is going to be really effective.
Oh,
this is the kind of move I'm
good.
talking about. This is exactly what he needs to do. And he's going into the natural at the same time with speed loss. He's trying, though. He can't quite get in because of the wall, but here we go. The DTs are moving in. There's an Overlord making. There's 2 Overlords making, but they're not done yet. He's going to go after the eggs, in fact, so they can't even finish. Meanwhile, the Corsairs looks like they've eaten a lot of Scourge. Only 3 remaining, but the DTs are going to town. Is there an Overlord in the main? There's 1 Overlord, 2 Overlords in the main. But
It looks like it's going to be it for the DTs. 1 Overlord pops out of the national expansion with all those token colonies. DTs not going to last too long. I think it's really unfortunate about all those Corsairs. He still has 4 left, but he had 7 or 8 before, so I don't know quite if he messed up his whole position.
Oh my god, Eon Zerg forgot about the second DT. The second DT is still killing drones. He forgot. He forgot.
Oh no, Eon Zerg. This is a deeply uncharacteristic mistake from the Zerg player. Oh, and he's moving all the drones back. How is he doing this? They're all rallied to the minerals. Oh my god, 11 kill Dark Templar, and that is just what Lancer X needed to give him some kind of hope in this one. There are more mutas coming into the main. I think Eon Zerg still wouldn't have spotted that if it was still killing drones. Are there enough Corsairs for Lancer X to deal with this? I don't know if there are. He lost many of them in an earlier engagement. He does have 4 or so, but that's not going to be enough to deal with these Scourge, and this could be really bad if Lancer X loses all those Corsairs right here.
Yeah, but it looks like Eon Zerg is not going to engage. He wasn't quite sure how many were there, and oh man, DT guy's going to come back, but there's no drones there. Don't stay in range of the Overlord, though. I was going to attack the hatchery. That's not good. Eon Zerg's going to come back and kill him. Why is he doing that? Run away. Run away. Oh, Overlord speed's done, so he can't run away anyway. Alright, doesn't matter.
Yeah, done. He may as well do some serious damage to the hatchery so he can get a cool DT drop later and finish off his brethren's work.
Indeed, indeed. Meanwhile, looks like we got some Hydras chilling. We do have a third base. Looks like Lancer X has elected to take the inside expansion, so he's going to be careful. Going to have to leave his dudes here to keep this in check. I actually am okay with this decision, considering that Eon Zerg has invested quite a bit into the air and not so much into the ground. So, you know, air distance between these bases is fairly short. The Corsairs can bounce back and forth between this base and the main if need be, whereas if he had taken this further away base on the left side, it'd be a little bit harder to do that. Meanwhile, though, unfortunately, again, the Protoss army is moving out of position while the mutas come in to the natural. There's only 1 cannon there, so he could take some damage, although if he just attacks, he might just have to go here. I don't know if he can do anything about this realistically. He'll just have to run the probes and go for the counter here. There's no way he can get back in time to really do anything about this. He's going to bring the Corsairs back. Maybe he's being a little bit indecisive, but here we go. He's got a lot of Zealots here. There's no Lurkers. There's only a few Hydras here. This could be an insane bust. That is so many Zealots. The drones are coming off the line. Do we have any Storm? We should have 1 Storm apiece here, but I don't see it. Tell me he researched Storm. Please tell me he researched Storm. Oh my god. Where's the thing?
There's no way he researched Storm at this point. Lancer X in a calamitous no Storm cock-up when he could have done a huge amount of damage, but he may be able to be successful anyway. The mutas are coming back. It's such a shame he doesn't have Storm. If he has Storm, he can possibly win.
Oh, he does have Storm! Oh, he was waiting for the mutas!
He has Storm! Are you kidding me? He has Storm all that time. I guess that was the right thing to do, but Lancer X is actually winning here against Eon Zerg. He has quite possibly got this. He's going to be able to move on into the 4th. The 3rd is done. The Hydras are all finished, and Eon Zerg is streaming units towards Lancer X's 4th base in an attempt to do some damage, and he may be able to do exactly that. Why isn't he killing the 4th base? Why isn't Lancer X killing the 4th base? He is going with 4 Zealots now, so he should just be able to take that out, but there are a couple of Hydras ready and waiting for him, so with the power of the drones as well, he might just be able to hold that off. Meanwhile, there's a bit of action happening in the middle of the map. The armies are about to clash. Eon Zerg is going to try and take out Lancer X's 3rd base. I don't know if it's going to work though, but Corsairs going in against the mutas, and they're going to do so much damage to those mutas. I think Eon Zerg is going to get taken down here. here.
Wow.
And it's going to be pushed out of the middle of the map. And he's going to be forced back to think about what has happened and to try and regroup himself into some semblance of order.
12 o'clock is gone, Elegant. The Hydras weren't enough. He's not even running the drones. He's losing all the drones in addition to the Hatcher. He's too busy microing the Hydras in the middle of the map here. Eonzerg is dead. He's got 1500. He doesn't know what to do. He's got Hydra stuck in his natural. He can't leave the base.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Eonzerg is just fallen to pieces here.
Completely
Oh
fallen to
no,
pieces.
I think he's in shock. I'm in shock. Lancer X 2-0ing the group. Are you kidding me?
This is not quite Andre style, but this is still pretty serious. Lancer X is going to go through relatively easily here. 2-0. Who saw this coming? Eonzerg is going to be forced to fight in the final match. Sniping off one high Templar there, very nice, but I still don't think it's enough. He is still fighting against an overwhelming unit count, getting a decent engagement position, but he's about to get stormed really quite badly. Nice storm from Lancer X landing there. There's still a decent number of zealots coming in, and only a few Hydras remaining. No more storm left, but there might just be enough to deal with what few there are left.
Yeah, it looks like, ooh, another nice storm catching his own Corsairs though, but it doesn't matter. He's cleaned up all of these Hydras on the ground. There's an inside expansion here from Eonzerg. I don't see how that's going to stay alive. Eonzerg actually double expanding to try and catch up here, to try and pick things off. A random Corsair at the 12, I don't know what that was doing there. A random High Templar is actually running to the 12. I have no idea what is happening with half of Lancer X's units. He's
That's
just now
actually
started
right.
Dragoon range. He's like, hey, I think that upgrade might be useful now, even though I have no Dragoons.
After he does his big break,
I know, right? He's like, oh, I won the game, might as well get Goon range.
How does he win games? He's a really weird player, but he
See?
seems to
He's
work.
Tyson, man, I told you. He's Tyson.
He is Tyson, and it works.
GG! Tyson takes down Group F 2-0 against my expectations. I apologize. I am so sorry, Must. Lancer X, I doubted you and I was wrong. I admit it. I readily admit it. That was
I did not.
ridiculous.
So when the day of reckoning comes, I want that to be remembered. I believed. I want that to be
Lancer
remembered.
X 2-0 the group. Sick.
Yeah.
I mean, of all people, I was like, you know, I almost thought Non had a better chance of pulling an upset just because he could kill 2 Zergs. I was like, no way Lancer X is making it out. No way.
Yeah, but it
He
happened. That's some serious business.
Wow.
Lancer X are forced to be reckoned with, taking down Eonzerg in a weird but eventually convincing game. Wow.
It's legit, man. It's legit. All right.
Has to be said, it's legit.
That means Eonzerg goes on to the final match, and for the losers match coming up next, we will have a TVZ Non versus Infected. Be right back.